I think my famous friend was planning to rape me. I worked backstage at a relatively popular event some time back, with a couple famous and some less famous artists performing. I'd met some of them at prior events I'd worked. I don't get starstruck. To me, they're just regular people and I talk to them as such. And we've always been on friendly terms. One of the most famous acts even took a liking to me, and we talked between events. He'd said he considers me a friend. I thought of him as a friendly acquaintance. He'd said he considers me a friendly acquaintance. One night, after my shift, the rest of the staff and I were drinking backstage. After quite a few drinks, I sat by myself to clear my head when my famous friend decided to join me. I offered him a drink. He told me he was sober, which I respected. He asked about me and I joked about having a few too many. I didn't think anything of it. I was amongst mostly people I trusted. He started talking about deeply personal issues, divulging some heavy topics all the while inching closer to me. I tried to be supportive, but I was a bit confused why he was even telling me all this. At one point he told me he wanted to talk more, but was uncomfortable that there were so many people around. He asked if we'd step outside for some air. The venue had an indoor courtyard. I thought we'd merely be out for a chat, and that would be it. But no, he led me outside of the venue itself. I thought we'd just sit at a bench nearby and talk, but he kept leading me further and further from the venue under the guise of not wanting people to get the wrong idea. I even asked him why would anyone think that when nothing was going on. But he was being shifty, and even though I'm trusting to a fault, some alarm bells were starting to go off. I was quite drunk, but I started getting a sinking feeling the further we got from the venue. I wanted to turn back, but I'm a chronic people pleaser, and I was afraid of angering this man who's 20 years older than me, bigger than me, and likely much stronger than me. I feared him backing out of the rest of the events if I angered him, leading to me losing my job and causing issues for my friends on staff. And then he told me we're going to his hotel room. I should have turned around right then, but my fight, flight, freeze default has always been freeze. I was silent and just let him lead me inside. He sat on the bed. I sat on the floor as far away from him as possible while he asked me to join him. He tried to coax me onto the bed, started putting his hands on me when my phone rang. A friend had noticed I was gone and, knowing we'd all had a lot to drink, she was frantic for me to get back, or she would come get me herself. This scared him, as he didn't want whatever this was tarnishing his public image. But it didn't stop him from guilt-tripping me about how he risked so much for me, how he could have invited anyone else, how he could have gone clubbing instead, but he wanted to talk to me. He was insulted that I didn't take that as a compliment. He was so angry and threatening me to keep quiet. I ran back as fast as I could, and I was too afraid to breathe a word of this to anyone lest I anger him or cause any issues. He sought me out another day to check if we're still cool. I played it off, and he invited me over again. I was sober and declined politely but sternly. I only found out later that the reason my friend called me so frantic was because someone had seen us leaving the venue, a girl who he'd done the same thing to. That girl pulled me aside and told me what had happened, nearly the identical story, except she didn't escape in time, and she didn't want the same thing to happen to me. I'm eternally grateful to her, and I'm still creeped out when I see people posting praise of him when I know his true, horrible nature and how he uses his fame to manipulate young girls. Follow or subscribe.